with the reminder that figures released by the government will be without doubt 2 days old, as tests have to be processed and collated. Yesterday's report from the CCSA was as follows.
Good afternoon. Monday, the 24th of May. We have new confirmed case recorded today at 2,713. And out of this number, the majority, 2,458, are from local transmission, 49 are from overseas infection, and 206 found within prisons in penitentiaries. New recoveries at 1,565. Active cases being treated currently, still people with COVID in Thailand, amount to 45,307. We have 30 new fatalities today, making the cumulative at 806. The overall situation still continues to see an upward trend, despite the fact that there are 27 provinces today with no new cases reported.
Outbreaks of the Indian variant in the capital are still causing concern, and every effort is being made to contain it. For clarification, we, Fabulous 103, and other media companies as well, will continue to refer to the variants of the Chinese-born virus by national reference, Indian, UK and African, etc., as the numerical references given by the scientists can be confusing. A simple and easy reference to variants to afford listeners easier comprehension of the severity and spread. In Songkhla, a Thai man and his pregnant wife were caught climbing over a border wall by military teams, entering the country illegally from Malaysia. No one knows how many cross illegally into Thailand daily from Malaysia and from Burma and from other countries, but efforts have been ramped up, especially in the south where the African variant was brought in by illegals last week. This duo was armed with a ladder to climb the wall. They caught the attention of a local Puyai Barn who reported them. No one can doubt that both the Indian and African variants have arrived through illegal immigrants, but of equal issue is who are the companies promising work here in Thailand to those sneaking in. For weeks the tales of promised work have been washed over and no companies named. At some point they have to be named though, as without doubt they're the major cause of the variants arriving here. Prime Minister Prayut got his second vaccine shot yesterday. Of greater interest was the display of his vaccine passport, which was written in English. As the first person here to have the AstraZeneca shot, it's reported that he experienced no side effects. With supplies nationally of vaccines slower than expected, the Ministry of Health has altered the gap between doses from 10 to 16 weeks, which we're told is acceptable to manufacturers. With the importance of more people getting at least one dose, reports late last week showed medics slightly reducing the dose amounts to get more shots from a bottle. That, we're told, is also approved. Tomorrow in Thailand is Visakha Bucha Day, one of the most important days on the Buddhist calendar. With most events cancelled and the public encouraged to enjoy the ceremonies, which will be televised to avoid social crowding, the reminder is out that no outlets, including shops, will be allowed to sell alcohol from midnight tonight for 24 hours, which is the norm in Thailand for such occasions. Meanwhile, at home and in Pattaya, a post-mortem on last week's 2-day vaccination drive saw most happy, but several hiccups that need to be ironed out in the future, primarily treatment of people who arrived without appointments. The more serious issue, though, is that as 20,000 people have now received their first of a series of 2 shots, according to the city mayor, there's a lack of supplies of vaccines for others. With a goal to see at least 70% of the combined Thai and non-Thai community inoculated, vaccines due to come to this province were reallocated by the National Vaccine Committee to the Bangkok area and surrounding provinces where there were greater problems, leaving our whole province with just 57,000 vaccines, 20,000 of which came to Banglamung. That's actually under half the expected number for our area. And the Mayor will personally approach the National Vaccine Allocation Committee to effect a speedy supply. This, as Phase 2 of inoculations is set to begin in a week's time. Despite police attempts to dissuade them, Covidiots still congregate on beachsides, especially Jomtien, often not wearing masks and with bottles of alcohol to numb their already dulled brains. The worst of this news is that at least half of those spotted were Westerners. And you can catch them on our video version of the news at alwayspattaya.com. By the look of things, to be fair, the ones caught on camera didn't look like they had much to live for. But the reality is that unless we're all very lucky and careful, the region could end up in a fourth phase of close-downs, and then we'll all be looking to the lawbreakers as part of the problem, not the solution. With Bangkok, including Pattaya, reporting only 6 new COVID cases in yesterday's figures, the province itself reported 106, following further testing at several industrial areas where outbreaks have been contained. Chonburi City took the brunt with 67 cases, and we can expect similar numbers as testing continues at a higher rate than previously. Good news for this region, as by the looks of things we'll be more than ready for the 2022 hot season. Reservoirs in this area, which were completely dry, including Mapachan, are filling and the islands slowly submerging. All good for the region. And with the reminder MIT's masks and meters and the Met Office promising highs today of 32, dropping down to 27, and the prediction of storms at any time. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or program, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.